Happy Friday, it's operations time again. We're gonna get going right away over here. You can see all these lovely UP locomotives here, and I pulled out a couple of the older ones here. On the left-hand side there, you can see two UP, these are Scaletrains SD40t-2's, a couple tunnel motors here. Let's get them fired up. Ooh, sounding nice here. So I'm gonna pick the camera up, give you a little closer look over here. As you can see, I had these kind of stashed away because I bought them quite a while ago, and I'm just not a fan of the ESU decoders. I like to just say, you know, all one decoder, and so I have a lot of athearn locomotives, and you know, with Soundtrack, Tsunami, either 2's or Econami. And, you know, so I kind of put these guys away. They're the red sill over here, so a little bit older time period here. But I figured, what the heck, I'll pull them out here and just have a little fun, since we were playing with the GP38, the SP patched unit over there. Anyway, let's get out of here. They run a little bit different because, you know, like I said, they're ESU decoders here. Hopefully we don't have too much trouble here, but we're going to be heading down to Orange, doing a quick swap out here. I'm going to try to do kind of a quicker video instead of the, you know, big long videos that are like 20, 30 minutes long. Because most people only watch like half the video anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, a little bit dirty track over here. You see the lights flickering a little bit. We'll see how this goes. Now the locomotives here, like I said, they have ESU decoders. Come on, you can make it. And they have built-in, I think my turnouts just are a little bit dirty right there. So I did spray a little bit of contact cleaner around. Just to kind of mitigate some of this early morning. Ooh, yeah, it sounded nice. But what was I going to say? All right, so the ESUs do have built-in resistors. So they got a couple, not resistors, what are capacitors. So they do have a little bit of, you know, sort of current keeper effect, but not as much. They're kind of small, so they don't store up a lot. Maybe like a couple seconds of power, as opposed to like a dedicated current keeper or a keep alive that'll keep the thing running for like, you know, 30 seconds or something like that. And you can see them kind of bouncing around over there. The track is dusty and dirty. Come on, you can make it over there. I'm gonna notch it up so we just keep on going here. But anyway, I wanted to drive down. Yeah, wanted to drive down to. We'll go inside over here and take a closer look. We're gonna drive down to Orange and do a couple little switching operations here. Oh yeah. Now part of this may be just that the locomotives are a little rusty here, you know what I mean? I took them out, like I said, and ran them a little bit, and tried to kind of break them, you know, sort of re-break them in, because they've just been sitting on the shelf for quite a while. As a matter of fact, when we get down to Orange, I may just give them a little spritz of the contact cleaner down underneath. I think, you know, they just need a little bit of cleaning. I did clean the wheels, and before, when I, you know, broke them in again, and they were running real nice, even though they're kind of stuttering right now a little bit. They're looking good though. All right, we got two tank cars over here. Let's pop around. Hopefully I don't fall over. I did start doing a little bit more work over here on Orange, and you know, a couple videos ago I've been talking about, you know, like I wanted to kind of maybe change something, just kind of try to figure something out here. Well, I think I've gotten to, I think I got an idea in my head, and we're going to go over that because we're going to be switching the industry, which is, what is it, FXI? I think that's the one, or is it Westpac? I can't remember. No, FXI, I think, which is the one all the way down the end here. Let's pause right there. I'll come down here while we're over here. You can see my little painting has dried up. Looks pretty good. Right there and right here. And actually, you can see when you have the wet paint and you just kind of leave it, it leaves all sorts of little fun things in the road right there. You know, gives a little character over here. So, before we continue on, I know I said this video is going to be a little bit shorter. So, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to expand FXI over here. The industry is going to be a little bit bigger. So I got to move this street. Now, I haven't paved it or anything like that. This street is actually going to move down to about here someplace, going off that way, maybe curving off or something like that. And then, you know, so this will still be a little bit more of a break over here. Let me zoom out a little bit. This will be a little bit more of a break with the street right here. We'll have some little thing here, but the industry here, which currently just has this track where the two locomotives are sitting. This is sort of the main line, you know, where we can drop stuff off too, but this is considered the industry track. We're going to put in another industry track, except it's going to start right about here. I'm going to put a turnout right here, and then that turnout is going to run. We'll have a separate track that runs all the way down to the end over there. So I know I'm adding track here where I have tons of track. People say don't do that, but hey, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to add this track right over here. So we're still going to keep all of this along the edge here, but we're going to have a longer track down here going into this industry so that we can just kind of build it up a little bit more, right? That's the plan in my head. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to run in here, and I know these may sound a little loud because, like I said, they're ESU decoders, and the programming's totally different than you know, Tsunami soundtracks decoders, and so I haven't been able to kind of make them lower yet. So anyway, we're going to switch out these two cars over here, these two tank cars, with the two tank cars that are over there. So let me just pause the video here. I'm going to give these guys a little bit of a spritz so we of CRC, so we don't have any issues. All right, we're back. Let's keep on going over here. Yeah, I've been kind of playing around with the decoder and programming them, trying to get their sound sort of, you know, similar to like all of the other locomotives. And I haven't quite yet been able to do it. Or at least I was, like I said, I was playing around, and I think I gotta tone them down just a little bit more. Looking good. All right, we're going to stop over here. We're going to change our turnout, which I have my little fascia turnout right there. And what we're going to do is do a quick run around over here. Get on the other side of the cars, and then we'll shove back down into the industry. So we'll leave the next turnout here that goes down towards the fascia. Aligned straight, I guess that's the way to put it. Oh, you can also see a couple of flats in the background there. I got these little white flats. I just took a little bit of board over there, just kind of put them here and there, just to kind of cover up the background a little bit, because that's sort of what I'm going to have there. And I realized that that's actually one of the things that sort of distracts me a little bit when I'm operating down here, is just looking at you know, the sort of funny drop off here for the hills and stuff like that, because I still got to get stuff. I still got to get stuff printed out for the background there. All right, let's get our runaround done over here. Now you might say, wow, 2 tunnel motors to switch two cars. Well, we're, like Burr Stewart says, we're having fun with trains over here. So we're on a switching layout, and we got tunnel motors, so we're going to switch with them. Yeah, looking nice. Right there is good. Look at that. Let's get that turnout switched over. Everybody likes these little down low views, but you see, until we get the street sort of background behind them, it looks a little weird. Do a little bell. Anyway, yeah, so to continue our little discussion here on the industry change, I was going to say, you know, a lot, you always got to, like, I remember, like, you know, Boomer always talks about it, too, and it's sort of the way I've been running it, too. You got to kind of sit and think about it. You got to kind of let it fester and sort of marinate, you know, in your head. You got to kind of play around with things and, you know, see what works, see what looks good. See what, you know, maybe needs a little bit of adjusting, that sort of thing. And so that's why it's taken, well, at least that's one of the reasons, it's taken so long to get Orange over here kind of up and running, because I've been kind of, you know, you add a scenery element like these silos and stuff, and then you kind of play around with it and think about it a little bit and, you know, see if it's working right, see if it's looking right, that sort of thing. So you might come up with this fantastic plan in your head to start out with, but as with all of the other sections of the layout, I have found that, man, they change completely once you kind of, you know, let it sort of settle in. I do have to admit, though, these guys sound really nice. Especially running together, because their sound system, the sound is a little bit different for each one. Let's take a closer look here as they come in here. All right, we'll see if we can, yeah, we're going to be off there a little bit. Let me put the camera down here. We're going to have to help it along here because we're kind of on a curve just a little bit. There we go. The funny thing is that I do not have a brake mapped for these guys. So normally my brake is this button right here, and it's mapped to, I forgot what it is, F9 or something like that on the Tsunami 2's, but I would have to remap the brake here to a different button because it's F9 over here or something else on ESU's, and it just drives me bananas a little bit to have to remap them every time I want to run these guys. Let's see, are we clear there? Yes, we are. All right, we'll start heading down. So anyway, it's kind of funny because these guys run a little bit different. I got to get used to it, you know, especially doing switching, because basically I just got to put the throttle to 0 and it sort of engages the brakes. I think that's the way it's working right now. Now I'll give you a little bit of a wider view right here, and picture there's a turnout right there. Right where we're running over right there, and there's going to be a track going off to the right of this track, and that's actually the start of one of the industry tracks along with the one that we currently have over there, right? So I think it'll kind of make this industry, well, feel bigger, because the whole point right here, if I kind of zoom out here, we have a lot less space right here than we do in the other industries. Now, you can see all the way in the back there where that little red thing is there. We've got an extra, what is that? I think there's 2 feet for the aisle right there, 2.5 feet. And, you know, the shelf ends over here. Huntington Beach, though, is kind of similar, but yeah, actually it is similar, but there's more room over here is what I'm trying to get at. So we've got like an extra 4 feet of sort of industry right there. And that's the one thing that has been driving me a little bananas. Well, not bananas, but you know, I've been thinking over here. All right, let's grab our 2 pickups right here, and then we'll set them out on the track, and then we'll do our 2 drop-offs and call it a day here. But yeah, I think this little industry right here, maybe because I had, well, you know, I had the street right there, and then I had this Black Rifle Coffee, you know, company box, just being a non-serviced industry, and then we also had the little wooded area, or we call it the hilly area right there. It just made this industry so much smaller feeling. I keep pushing my brake button knowing there's no brake. So anyway, so that's the plan, is to move that street, which, now thinking back when I was doing Huntington Beach, I did the same thing. I had streets all over the place. I think I had like 3 streets, sort of like this, and I ended up with taking them out because it just didn't, the size didn't really allow for having an industry that's basically 2 foot by 2 foot right here, right? You can only fit like 2 cars in here, maybe 3 if they're small. A little bit farther right there. Maybe a little zoom in right here again. I do like the way these sound, and I remember, you know, when I got them, it was interesting doing switching with these guys here. I ended up at one point, I think, not relegating them, but they were assigned to the hauler before we got our dash 9 there. So these guys were actually doing the hauler duty for a while. All right, right there is good. Let me find a skewer here. There's one laying right on top here, of course. All right, what are we doing here? We're disconnecting right here. All right, and then we'll drop these guys off. Right there is good. Definitely nice looking, huh? Right there is good. All right, I think I'm going to cut the video right here because basically we're just going to grab our two pickups here that have our little cement buffer car and then head back to the yard. And like I said, I want to try to keep these videos a little bit shorter. So anyway, that's the plan for Orange right here, is to kind of expand the one industry, give us a little bit of more trackage to play with and a little bit more room here. All right, guys, I will let you go. And let me know what you think. Obviously, everybody's gonna let me know what they think because everybody's got their own opinion. But hey, I think I'm pretty settled on that's kind of pretty much what I'm gonna be doing over here. So it'll be interesting too, because it'll be also change it up a little bit. You know, some people say the track plan here is very similar, but I'm telling you, it switches way different. I'm telling you that. And then this will be even more different. So as we grab our cars and head on out, ooh, right there, yeah, no break. All right, I'm gonna cut it right there. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of switch in action, a little bit of a layout update here too, kind of mixed in with my new plans. Guys, have a good weekend. I will see you in the next video.